Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time to join today's class. And today's class is a very important class. And we are going to cover how to become a Binance merchant. And also something else that we are going to cover is how to set up adverts on Binance P2P. And also we are going to cover requirements to post adverts on Binance P2P. And something else that we are going to cover is the guidelines for posting adverts. And something else which is quite essential is common Binance P2P scams and how you can avoid them. So this is the seventh lesson. And I will go direct to requirements to post ads on Binance P2P. So before you can post adverts on Binance P2P, there are several requirements your account should meet. And one of the things that you should make sure that your account meets is the account age. This is simply the period at which you registered your account. At least you should make sure that your account was registered at least 30 days ago. And then the second thing that is important is your identity verification. You need to verify what we call KYC to confirm your identity. It is very important to verify your KYC details. And point number 3, you should make sure that at least your account has two-factor authentication. So it is important to make sure that you have enabled at least one form of 2FA, either the SMS, email authentication, or even the authenticator. When it comes to trading activity, there are several orders that your account should have completed in a certain period. So make sure that your account has a minimum of 20 P2P orders completed. Make sure that you have traded with the unique counterparties, at least 10 different users, 10 different users. Also, make sure that you have quite a good completion rate. Maintain at least 80% to 100% in the last 30 days. You remember yesterday when we were covering how to buy crypto on P2P, touched on how to buy, how you can buy USDT. I also touched on how you can buy Bitcoin, and also how you can sell. And I shared with you that the process is the same, even when it comes to other cryptocurrencies, whenever you are buying on P2P. So it is very important. You remember yesterday, we said that it is very important to look at the number of completed orders of that Binance merchant who you want to trade with on P2P. So you have to make sure that they have quite a high number of successfully completed orders on P2P before you buy or sell to them. Also, you have to check at the completion rate. And we said that the completion rate should be close to 100. So they're about 97, 98. That is someone you can trust. That is someone who is reliable. And it is important to note that the required completion rate may restrict your ability to post new adverts. So it is very important to make sure that you have, as you trade on Binance P2P, make sure that you maintain quite a good completion rate to avoid these restrictions. Sometimes you may open Binance P2P and then you realize that some accounts, some users are restricted. Either they violated Binance policies, or maybe there is especially violation of Binance policies. If you do, you will be restricted, and sometimes you will be suspended. Your account will be suspended. So how do you become a verified Binance P2P merchant? So achieving a verified merchant status, it offers you additional benefits, such as increased visibility and trust. Like I have said, when you are buying and selling crypto on P2P, you buy and sell to a verified merchant who you trust and who has a high completion rate. So when you are a verified merchant, you have that trust and credibility. So how do you apply to become a Binance merchant? So you simply log in into your Binance account and navigate to the P2P section. And then you click on Binance merchant to start your application. We will be able to navigate through together. I'll be able to show you step by step. And then those who want to become Binance merchants, they will definitely apply to become a merchant. But most important, also, one of the other requirements is that you should have at least $500 in your Binance funding wallet. That is the minimum amount that you should have in your account, in your funding wallet. So the requirements, like I earlier mentioned, is the identity verification. So you have to make sure that your KYC details are complete. The second one is security. I just mentioned about making sure that you have enabled two-factor to make sure that your account is safe and secure. Asset availability, like I've mentioned, you have to have at least 500 USDT in your funding wallet. So it is important to note Binance may apply additional criteria and approval that is subject to their discretion. So sometimes, depending on how things change, so Binance might introduce new criteria, add some additional requirements, and that is the approval now will be based on will be subject to their discretion. So once you apply, it doesn't take long. In 3 business days, they will have notified you whether you have your account has been verified or rather approved. So what are some of the guidelines for posting adverts on Binance P2P? So once you are eligible, you need to adhere to these. These guidelines. One of the things that Binance is very keen on are payment methods. So the name on your payment method must match the name that you used during identity verification. It is very important to make sure that they match. And you remember yesterday, when we were covering the different payment methods, we said that you can make payment via M-Pesa. You can directly either through the phone number, through the pay bill, and also you can make a bank transfer through your bank. So add details. You need to clearly specify the pricing, the limits, and terms to ensure it is a transparent process. When I was showing you how to buy crypto on P2P, you remember that there was different rates. Different users were offering us different rates, and these are the USD stroke cash rate. Simply the rate of dollar against the shilling. So different sellers and different buyers were offering us different rates. So as you place an advert, you have to make sure that you have indicated a very clear rate. Another thing is a limit. Yesterday we were able to cover that. We were able to navigate and see the different limits that different users were giving us. So as you set up your advert, you can say that you are accepting transactions of between 1,000 to 10,000, 1,000 shillings to 10,000 shillings, or you can say 5,000 shillings to 50,000, or you can say 10,000 to 30,000 shillings. So it is very important to make sure that you have a very clear limit that you have set. Another thing is compliance. This is very important. Always make sure that you have complied to Binance policies and regulations to maintain a secure trading environment. Like I've shared with you, if you go against Binance policies, if you violate those Binance policies, you'll be restricted. And if you get restricted, your account will be suspended. So if a Binance user, a P2P user, makes a payment and they prove to Binance and sends evidence to them that they made payment, but you failed to confirm that you have received payment, and so that Binance can release the crypto, either USDT, Bitcoin, or whatever crypto you are buying, to the to the buyer, you risk restrictions. You also risk account suspension, and the account will be suspended when your money is still in the account. So imagine losing an account when you have 20,000 USD, or when you have 10,000 USD. That is a lot of money to lose. And Binance Merchant is a very good way to earn income. You can earn 100 USD to 1,000 USD to 1,000 USD a day, depending on the volumes you are transacting. It is just the same as M-Pesa agent. So the more volumes you transact, the more commissions you are paid. So I want us to do a practical live presentation on how to set up buy and sell adverts on Binance P2P. But before then, I want us to I want to do a live presentation of how you will make application to become a Binance P2P merchant. So I'll open the page, go direct to my Binance, one of my Binance accounts, and then once I am on the home page. On the home page, you can clearly see the buy crypto tab, markets, trade, futures, and Square. We have said that you should come and you should select trade, and then once you select trade, you click on P2P. So once you are on P2P, is when you navigate next to Binance Merchant. So I wanted to take you step by step so that I can show you how to set up an account. So I want to scroll down. There is a link that I shared in the group. I want each of you to click on the link and follow all the steps. that we are going to use tonight. Click on the link that I shared in the group. Check the group. There is a link that I shared on Binance P2P application. Click on that link. If you don't have the link, just go to P2P, click on trade, then next go to P2P, and then once the page opens, scroll down till the bottom. Go to the bottom. At the bottom, you will see Binance Merchant application. At the bottom, you will see About Us, Products, Business, Service. So on Business, you will see P2P Merchant application. So click on P2P Merchant application. But if you have the link that I shared in the group, in the KCM1 group, cohort 1 group, just click the link. It will direct you directly to this page. Makes your work easier. So once you are on this page, just want us to move together, step by step. Okay.
Just send like the chat, don't have it. And also, I'm trying to navigate this through my phone now that I can't find that business application something.
Okay, let me check on my phone as well because I'm using the laptop to navigate. Let me just check as we speak. But I hope you are able to click the link that I shared in the group. Have you found the link?
I don't think I'm in the group that you're saying. Just send it on the chat.
Okay. Let me just copy it here and send it to the chat section. I hope you can see the charts. So I have shared the link on the charts. I hope you received the link on your side. So click on that link. It will direct you to Binance P2P Merchant application page, the landing page. So that we can move together and move step by step. I hope each of you have been able to do so. So on the P2P, on the Binance P2P Merchant landing page, this is how it looks. Just allow me to move this. So this is how it looks. The verified merchant. There is a verified merchant, cash merchant, pro merchant, and then block merchant. So the default one is verified merchant, and that is what we are focused on. So when you open that page, the default one is verified merchant. So you scroll down. And as you scroll down, you can also see here there is the requirements. If you click the requirements that we have just gone through, you will find the same requirements. So I have clicked on the requirements, and you see it is the same requirements that we just went through. So I will continue scrolling down until I'm able to see the progress of this application. So you can see at this point there is your progress. So you see the name that you use on the account, your region. My region is Kenya. You see the available currencies. You'll see the requirements on this page. you need to complete authentication. You need to complete an advanced identity verification. I haven't done so, but you are able to verify here. And also, you need to have a minimum of 500 USDT in your funding account. I don't have 500 USDT in my funding account, so you need to make sure that you deposit minimum 500 USDT in your funding account. So you can click here and deposit. Either you transfer from your spot wallet or you transfer from your futures wallet, and then you move the funds to your funding wallet. And then once you do so, you just click verify, and automatically your page is verified. And then as you can scroll down, you can see that these are the same requirements that we just went through. There is the completed orders, there is the 30-day completed orders, the account age, the 30-day completion rate, the trading volume. For me, I've never paid attention to being a Binance merchant, but for those who definitely would like to become merchants, I would tell you there is some good money there. You are able to make let's say 3 shillings to around 8 shillings per transaction, or not per transaction, per dollar. So you are able to take advantage of what we call arbitrage in the difference in the US the USD to the shilling rate. So you are able to take advantage of that difference in the different rates offered in different markets. So the easiest way is always you can buy. The easiest way to make money in P2P is you can buy USDT from South America. You can buy from traders in South America. You can buy from traders in Asia. You can buy from traders in Turkey. So you need to have several Binance accounts to be able to do that. So you just change your region, and once you change your current region, you are able to buy USDT from different markets at a better rate than what Kenyan merchants will offer you, or maybe Nigerian merchants will offer you. So once you buy at a good rate, assuming you buy at a rate of when you compare that rate to Kenya, assuming you buy at a certain rate that is equivalent to having bought at a rate of 120 shillings. 120 shillings per dollar. You see, that is a good rate. So if you sell the same at a rate of 130, you'll have made 10 shillings. You'll have made 10 shillings per dollar from each dollar that you sell. So it is understanding the tricks of this trade. In every business, it is always understanding the tricks of the business and how to make money. So once you meet all the requirements of becoming a Binance merchant, the next thing is you click below here and apply now. So once you apply, nowadays Binance are very swift. The approval process does not take long. Previously, even when you are opening an account, some years back, when you're opening an account and verifying your profile, it used to take around 48 hours to 72 hours. Nowadays, you open an account today, verify, and the next day, it's already a verified profile. So even when it comes to Binance merchant, P2P merchant, in 24 hours, once you meet the requirements, your account will be, you will now be a verified merchant. So the next thing that I want to show you the next thing that I want to show you is how you set up adverts. So on the same page, on the same merchant application page, you look at the top. There is a P2P help center. There is orders, and also there is more. So when you click on more, when you click on more, you will see there is payment methods. You will also see there is post a new advert, and also there is my advert. See, once you start interacting with P2P, P2P requests you to add your payment methods. So I will first click on the payment methods, and you can also click on your payment methods. So once you start interacting with P2P, like I've mentioned, the first thing you should always make sure that you have added your payment methods. How do you want to receive payment? Do you want to be paid via your bank? Personally, for me, I've added Equity. Do you want to be paid directly via M-Pesa? I've also added my M-Pesa number, and those are the two payment methods that I have added. So if you want to add more, if you want to add a pay bill, you can add a pay bill. If you want to add another bank account, you can also add a bank account. So it is always very important to make sure that you have added the payment methods. Very important. So next thing is how you post a new advert. So I click on post a new advert. Click on post a new advert, and then once I click on post a new advert, you see that you require now to post a normal advert. And do you want to buy? Do you want to sell? So if you want to sell, so let us say you have 1,000 USD, 1,000 USDT that you want to sell. So you have to come and choose that you want to sell. So you click that you actually want to sell, and once you click that you want to sell, and do you want to convert into Kenya shillings? Yes. So if you are in Kenya, you choose the Kenya shilling currency. So what type of a price type? Is it fixed? Is it floating? So in this case, we said that you should have a limit, a fixed one. Yes, in this case, when it comes to the rate that you are offering in the market, it should be a fixed rate, just to reduce negotiations and all that. Just have a fixed rate. So you come and set up your rate. You can come and set up your rate at 130. Come and set up your rate at 130.5. 130.5. So once you set up your rate at 130.5, the next thing that you should do, you just scroll down and then you click next. So once you click next, your advert will be posted. I hope we're together. Your advert will be posted. But now, because I don't have money left in my funding wallet, this is why it is giving me this alert. So if I had more USDT left in my funding wallet, I could have executed the sale. I could have successfully posted the advert. So now I just click confirm. So the other thing is that you have to make sure that you mention the total amount that you have. So you just come and choose all. So you pick the maximum. So, or maybe if you want to sell 1000 USD, you just key in there that you want to sell 1000 USDT. And then you remember we mentioned on the limit, you also have to come and say that you are accepting payments of between what amount to what amount. We call it an order limit. So you come and say that for this, I'm accepting either from 3,000 to 100,000. To 100,000. So you come and key in, and then you also come and select the payment method that you are accepting. So for my case, I'll come and select payment methods via M-Pesa. So come and add the payment method that I'm accepting, and then you can add several payment methods. So I can add both payment methods. I can add both M-Pesa and also Equity. And also if you had a third one, like Paybill, you can also add a third one. And then the other thing that it gives you more options of people who want to buy from you. And also another thing that you also have to confirm is the payment time limit. So most people, you'll notice that they set their time limit within 15 minutes. You should have paid or received the payment in 15 minutes. And once you do that, you just click next. And then once you click on next, your advert should be posted. Once you click on next, your advert will be posted. But because I don't have the minimum USDT in my funding wallet, that is why I'm not able to proceed to the next Nini. But once you have the amount in your funding wallet, remember I'm insisting in the funding wallet and not in the spot wallet and not in your futures wallet. It has to be in your funding wallet. For you to take activity in P2P, your funds have to be in the funding wallet. So if I had my USDT in my funding wallet, I could have posted that advert. So that is how you become a Binance merchant, and that is how you apply to become a Binance merchant. And once you have applied to become a Binance merchant, you are now able to post the adverts. So when you are transacting, you'll get more visibility. More people will be able to see when you are buying, when you are selling. More people will be able to see you, and also people will be able to trust and do business with you. So it is as simple as that. It is not complicated. It is that easy. So the other thing that I want us to cover, now that I've already demonstrated that, the other thing that I want us to cover is fake payment proof. For those of you who have either bought or sold crypto on P2P, you notice that you are required to upload a screenshot which acts as a proof of payment. So we have scammers. We have scammers who will attempt to scam you. So there are people who will either they have not made payment, but they have a fake screenshot, upload the fake screenshot to say that they have made the payment. So if you are quick to release your USDT, you will release, yet there was no actual payment that was made. So you will end up making losses. So it is very important to note that there are fake payment proofs. So this is how it works. A buyer can send you a fake screenshot of a completed payment, and then the seller might think that money has hit your account, and then you release crypto. So later on, you realize that no money was sent to your account. So this is how you avoid such scams. So always verify that the payment directed into your bank account or M-Pesa, it actually hit your account. confirm that you have received a message that the payment has actually been made. Also, the second way is that never rely on the screenshot as a proof of payment. Confirm yourself that the payment has actually been made, and there is a message, and also the balance actually shows that the payment was made. And when you are in doubt, you can always contact your bank to confirm that the transaction was completed. So these are some of the ways that you make sure that you are not scammed on Binance P2P. So also something else that I want us to discuss is unauthorized account access. So people can might have access to your account without your authority or without giving them access. And this is how it works. Scammers can gain access to your Binance account through what we call phishing attacks. So someone can send a link to you, and once you click to that link, it is a fake link that maybe reads, it shows Binance platform. It has the Binance URL, but once you click on the link, it directs you to maybe a funny platform, and that is how people are able now to do what we call phishing, and they will access your account. So it is very important to understand that again, when people access your account, people can withdraw all your crypto. People can transfer. All your crypto to another address. It can be a trust wallet. I remember when Jiko was able to emphasize on this. We say there is a phrase that we say, not your key, not your. We say not your key, not your. Any one of you can remember what Wanjiko told you? Someone can remember?
Coins.
Not your key, not your coins. So it is very important to make sure that when you're transacting in crypto, and when you have crypto, let's say you are holding Bitcoin, you can transfer your Bitcoin in a cold wallet and store them in a safe place, so that even if someone was to access your Binance account, they still won't access your Bitcoin. They still won't access your Ethereum. Your crypto will be very safe. So they place P2P trades using compromised accounts. I'm sure you have seen maybe some of these compromised accounts. You realize some accounts are restricted. Others have violated the Binance policies. So, and also nowadays people buy Binance accounts. So someone can buy what we call KYC details of someone else, and they use those details to scam others on the platform. So it is very important to be cautious of such activities. So the victim later discovers unauthorized transactions. So later on you realize that, wow, I had crypto and all my crypto is gone. And one of the features of crypto, it is irreversible. Once the transaction has been made, you cannot reverse. Even if you are to contact Binance, Binance cannot help you. They can't. The mistake was on you. It is not on them. The mistake was on you. It is not on them. So once you have transferred crypto, you cannot reverse. It is not like M-Pesa. It is not like bank. So this is how you avoid it. Make sure that you have enabled the two-factor authentication. You can have the Google Authenticator. You can also have email, or you can have the SMS. Also, be aware of phishing links. So sometimes when people send links that so when people send links that you are not certain, just avoid clicking on the links. especially when you are logged into your Binance account, just to make sure that your Binance is not redirected to other websites. So use a strong and unique password to make sure that you secure your Binance account. So there is also what we call impersonation scams. So you notice that on the Binance P2P platform page, we have common sellers, we have common P2P merchants. So what some people do is they impersonate those merchants. So if you have been trading with someone who you have been trading for quite some time, and someone has impersonated them, let's say you have been trading with maybe Sergio. There used to be another guy who was trading a lot of volumes, called, I think, Kinross or something. So if you have been trading with someone for quite some time, the nature of human beings is that if you transact with someone for quite some time, you gain trust in them. You gain trust with them. So if you gain that trust with them, and you come across an impersonated account, like someone is impersonating them, so you see, you will not even notice. It is very unlikely that you will notice. So you end up transacting with them, but they are in the business of scamming you. So by the time you realize it, you have been scammed. So it is very important to be. It is very important to know that also in these platforms we have scammers. So scammers pose as Binance customer support, and also as trusted traders. The example I've just given you. So there is traders who you have been trading with, the Binance merchants. So someone will pose as that merchant, and you will end up sending money to them, and then they won't release any crypto to you. So be aware of that. And another way is that someone will pose as a Binance customer support. You have seen this even on a platform like X, where people pose as Kenya Power customer support. Others pose as Safaricom customer support. Others will pose as Zuku Internet customer support. I remember a certain time, a lady posted that the Zuku Internet was not working, and she had tried to reach Zuku customer support, and she was unsuccessful. So she asked if someone was working at Zuku, and a certain guy, a random guy, said that he is going to fix her internet. And that is how a random guy ended up in her house. Whatever happened, only God knows. So sometimes beware of these scams. Beware of these scams. And scammers are usually very intelligent people. Scammers are usually very, very intelligent people. They are always one step ahead. So sometimes you think that you are smart, you are one step ahead, but scammers will always be one step ahead. So how to avoid it? Only trade with the Binance platform. Never agree to trade outside. So if someone tells you that you transact offline, do not accept. Because you see, you can send someone money and they fail to send you crypto. They fail to send you a USDT. Maybe you had agreed they sent to you via the Binance Pay method using the Binance ID. Or maybe you had sent them the Binance USDT address. So you have already sent money and they fail to send the USDT. So always make sure that you verify the user profiles, check their trading history and reputation. That is why I said it is very important to check the completion rate and the number of orders and all that. Very important. So and also another thing is Binance support will never ever ask you for your password or your funds. So Binance will only contact you if you had contacted them. They won't contact you if you have not contacted them. So we also have what we call overpayment scams. This is how it works. So someone will accidentally send you more money than the required amount. And once someone has sent you more money, they will reach out to you, tell you that very sorry, I made an overpayment to you. Kindly refund the extra money. You get. And then you start the process to refund the extra money. And then once you have refunded the extra money, they now contact their bank or they contact Safaricom M-Pesa, claiming that they actually made an overpayment. And because you had already initiated a transfer, so that will be used as evidence that it is true that this person had made an overpayment. So that is enough evidence. So the bank, if the bank accepts reversals, the money will be reversed. If it is M-Pesa, the money will be reversed back to you. So it is very important to know that to know about such scams. Like I have shared with you, a scammer will always be one step ahead of you. So they ask for a refund and later reverse the original transaction. So it is important to know that once that happens, now you will lose the refund and also the original payment. Like you have lost twice. You have lost twice. So how do you avoid it? Only refund after you verify with your bank that the overpaid amount is cleared. If there is an overpayment, make an effort of calling your bank just to confirm that it is actually that there was an overpayment. So in case the bank reverses the funds and you had contacted them, you can always sue the bank. You can always write to them and tell them, I even called you about this transaction. So how comes you reversed the amount? Yet I had called you. So you can always use that in your defense. So never send crypto or money back before confirming that it was a legitimate transaction. Very important. So another thing that I'm going to cover tonight is what are some of the tips for safe P2P trading on Binance, so that as you trade on P2P, it can be seamless, it can be easy for you. So trade with high rated users, check their reviews, completion rates, and trading history. Remember I said the completion rate should always be close to 100%. And also confirm that they have done a huge number of orders. Very important. You don't have maybe to check the reviews and all that, but make sure they have done a good number of orders and they have a good completion rate. Those two, very important. So use Binance escrow service, and this holds the crypto until the parties confirm the transaction. So this is how it happens. So when you are buying crypto, let's say you are buying USDT from me, once you initiate that transaction, once you create an order on your side and you are buying from me, Binance will automatically channel the money in my account into an escrow account. So once you confirm that you have made payment and you have uploaded and you have shared the proof that you have actually made the payment, on my side, I will confirm that I have actually received the payment. So once I confirm that I have actually received the payment, Binance will release the USDT from the escrow account now to your account. So it is usually a very safe process. So don't worry that you have sent someone money and you still worry that they have the USDT in the account. No, it doesn't happen like that. Once you create an order, Binance will immediately take that number of USDT, put it in an escrow account, and then once you have made the payment, shared the proof, that you have actually made a payment and the seller has confirmed, Binance will release the USDT to you. So in the event that you have made a payment and the seller fails to confirm that you have made a payment, you'll just file an appeal to Binance. And once you file an appeal to Binance and you prove beyond any reasonable doubt that you actually made the payment, you take a screenshot, download the Nini on the Binance app, you take another phone, take a video, open your in case you made the payment via M-Pesa, you record that transaction. As you start by as you open the M-Pesa app, that is where you start. You start recording, record until where it shows download the transaction receipt. So once you record that video, you upload to Binance and file that appeal. So once you file that appeal, automatically Binance will release the USDT to your account, and they will either restrict the other account and sometimes suspend the account of someone who wanted to scam you. So the other thing is be cautious with new accounts. Scammers often create new accounts to deceive traders. Like what I've just mentioned about how people can impersonate other merchants, and you fall for that. So only communicate on the Binance chat. So on the Binance, there is a section where you are able to communicate. There is a section here on Binance where you are able to communicate. So assuming I'm buying from this guy here. I want to buy what? USDT. I want to buy USDT from which guy with a good completion rate. This one here has a 100% completion rate, but still quite a small number of orders. So I want to this is restricted. You can clearly see that the account has been restricted. We have two restricted accounts. We have Decity with 4125 orders, a good completion rate of 99.7%. They are accepting M-Pesa pay bill. Minimum is 20,000. Assuming I want to buy crypto worth 20,000, you just click there. And then I just want to show you. Yesterday I showed you how you confirm that. I was able to show you how you confirm that he is online. There is always the blue dot. So once it opens, put 20,000, you receive in 153. So you click buy USDT, confirm the payment method. It is M-Pesa pay bill. And then once you do that, the order has been created successfully. So there is a section here where you are able to chat with. You can clearly see on this part. On your right side, there is a chat. There is a chat where you are able to chat with Decity. You are able to ask him whether he is online, just online with a question, and the message will be sent. So, and you can clearly see that he was online. He was last seen 3 minutes ago. So you can proceed and copy the pay bill, and then put the pay bill on the M-Pesa app. And then once you do so, you also copy the account number and put the account number, and then proceed, put the amount of 20,000, and then you send the payment. It is as easy as that. And you can clearly see that he has read my message. It is already showing a tick. But because I'm not making this transaction, I'll definitely cancel. So I was able to show you also how you are able to cancel and say that it is because of an issue on your side. You simply tell them that you had an issue with internet. Then because you had an issue with internet. You confirm you haven't paid, and then you proceed to cancel. So once you cancel the transaction, you are able to go back. So that is simply how you check whether, that is simply how you chat with someone on the Binance chat. So you also have to set strict trading conditions. Clearly state your terms before making a trade. So you'll realize that most merchants, they usually have some trading conditions. Someone will tell you that if they are accepting M-Pesa, they will say that they are not accepting bank to M-Pesa. They are only accepting M-Pesa to M-Pesa. And others, they will say that if they are accepting bank payments, they are only accepting bank to bank. So it is very important to note that, because if you don't follow those conditions, you will be violating the Binance rules or guidelines. So even if you are to appeal, they can use that in their defense and say that you did not follow their conditions. So those are the tips of trading on Binance, and this is usually a very short class. So that brings us to the end of today's class. We have been able to cover how to become a Binance merchant, how to post adverts on Binance P2P. We have also been able to cover the different scams on P2P, and also we were also able to cover the requirements. And I hope on that note, any one of you who now wants to become a merchant can now begin that journey and make an income from it. We call it P2P trading. So you can be able to make an income from that, and it is not a bad income if you have the capital. If you have, cause $500 minimum, that is around 64,000 shillings, Kenya shillings, thereabout. So if you have 70,000 shillings, you are good to start. And from 70,000, you can start making income and grow your income over time. And then over time, you realize that you have you are now moving volumes of 500,000 Kenya shilling. You realize you started with $500 USD. You have now reached 1,000 USD, and then moved to 2,000 USD as you grow over time. Even people come together, they raise funds and make money on P2P. So if you have a group of friends, if you have a chama, you can always come together, raise the money, pull the funds together, and once you have done so, you put that money in Binance merchant P2P, and you will make some good money. So that brings us to the end of today's class. So if you have a question, raise your hand and proceed to ask your question. So for anyone with a question about how to become Binance merchant, feel free, raise your hand and then ask the question. Yes, Faith, proceed and ask the question.
You talked about getting dollars cheaply in South America, Asia, or Turkey. Could you kindly show or rather take us through how we're going to do that?
Quite an interesting question there. So I just need to check whether my Binance will allow me to do it. Let me check. Let me check and then confirm, so that if they accept, I'll be able to simply show how you do it. So the thread and then P2P, and then just need to confirm whether they are allowing me to change the different locations. Just so if you are able to change the different locations, you are simply able to let me use which currency should trying to check the should I use the Brazilian currency or trying to check which is the best currency to use. So just a second. I check. I think we can try the Brazilian currency. And see if they allow that. It is the R. So dear Bination, based on Binance operation standards, all Brazilian users must select Brazilian real for trading. This is the issue with these people. They usually have some funny requirements. So I don't know where they need it from. So once you click that and you come and choose, you see now there is a different payment methods which are different from Kenya. So you see in the case of Brazil, you also have to make sure that you also have some of these payment methods. So if it is Pix instant, you make sure that if they have an app, you download the app, you register everything and make sure that you can be able to make the payment. If it is PicPay, you make sure that if they have an app, you download and register on that app so that you can make payment via the app. So I want to check another country, or I can just use these to show you. So I can also let me check. So you can clearly see this is the rate they are offering you against the dollar. They are giving a rate of 5.739. So if we were to do the maths of a rate of 5.739, if you buy one USD at a rate of 5.5739. So if you convert that, if now you convert the Brazilian, so once you buy, you convert back to the dollar, and then once you convert back to the dollar, and now you convert again into shillings. So the most important is understanding the different exchange rates. It is very important to understand the difference in the exchange rates, just to try and know whether if you are buying from Brazil, whether you will make a certain profit, which is more than if you are to buy from Kenya. So once you confirm that the Brazilian exchange rate is quite lower as compared to the Kenyan exchange rate, definitely on that note you will be able to make a profit. So it is very important to know how to go about it and how to check that this exchange rate is quite a good rate compared to the USD against the shilling. So I just want to do the maths and see whether they make sense. So this is 5.739. So you need 5.739 Brazilian should I call them dollars? But Brazilian, they are not really dollars. You need 5.739 BRL to buy $1. You need 5.7 to buy $1. But when it comes to Kenya shilling, you need 129 shillings, 0.3 to buy $1. So you have to try and compare the two and get to know which one in that point is selling you the dollar cheaply. You can clearly see that when you buy from I don't know whether there is no direct comparison of the BRL against the shilling. It is always USD against the BRL. So you can clearly see that the rate when you look at how much you need, when you look at how much you need to buy the dollar, it is only 5.739. But when you look at how much you need to buy, when you look at how much shillings you need to buy the dollar, it is quite higher. It is quite higher. That shows you that directly shows you that the Brazilian currency is more stronger than the shilling. I'm trying to look at a certain currency that is much weaker in the Brazilian market. Trying to see which currency is quite weaker. I don't know whether the Colombian is quite weaker as compared to the dollar. Colombian currency, but Colombia is also quite a strong economy. So I want to check how much is 5.73 BRL in Kenyan shilling, just to see whether it makes sense. 5.73 BRL in Kenyan shilling. It is 112 shillings. Yeah, perfect. So you clearly see that if it is 112 shillings, that is very cheap. Like you will be buying USDT at a very cheap rate. So you will be buying at 112, but when you come to Kenya, you see that they are selling at 130. So in every dollar, you will be able to make how many shillings? 112 to 130 is around 18. Let's say 17. Less the transaction costs. Let's say the transaction cost is, let's even say the transaction cost is 1 shillings. So you are left with 16 shillings. So you'll be able to make much more compared to someone who bought in the Kenyan market. So if you buy from the South American market, you'll be able to make a double profit. So you'll be able to make a profit of 14 to 17 shillings per dollar that you sell, compared to someone who bought in the Kenyan market and they will only make a profit of 7 shillings. So I hope you get that point. But most important is you also have to have access to the payment methods in Brazil. Now that is the hack. Like, make sure that you have the payment methods in Brazil. If it is the bank account, you have the bank account. If they are using they have an app for the payment, like Eversend, like how there is Eversend, like how there is the different payment methods that are being accepted on this part. You just confirm that you are able to open an account and make the transfer. So once you confirm that, or whether you have someone in Brazil, just the same way Kenyans have. See, Kenyans, we have people in the US, we have people in the UK. If you want a bank account in the US, you can open. If you want a bank account in the UK, you can open a bank account. So that is simply how you also go about it when it comes to P2P. That was a very good question. So any other question? So you can raise your hand. I can see Thomas has a question. Thomas, proceed and ask a question.
Sorry, apologies. I think you have answered it by the explanation that you get access to the Brazilian market transactional currency, and then you see, you compare with the way you would if you were to buy directly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Faith, I hope I have answered your question.
Yeah, I think I got what I was inquiring about.
Yeah.
Though it's a tricky. The tricky part is getting the accounts,
The
the
payment
bank
methods.
account. Yes, yes.
True.
Yeah, but I think with time I'll get to figure out that.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, over time, people usually have a way to go about things, and especially Kenyans and Nigerians in this continent. You people always have a way, find a way to go about things. There is someone who made a comment. Hi, what is the minimum capital to start to gain good profits? First, you need a minimum of 500 USD in your funding wallet. So Binance uses that as a collateral. So as you start to become a Binance merchant, the first 500 USD, that is collateral. Just the same way when you are opening an M-Pesa agent, Safaricom need you to have a minimum float. So it's the same thing when it comes to a Binance merchant. So if you have a 500 USDT account, you also need to top up that. Make sure that you top up. You can start with 300 USD. 300 USD is above 30,000 shillings. So that will be a good point to start. So he's asking to make a RAF of 50 USD daily. 50 USD daily is around how much? Close to 6,500 thereabout. So you see, for you to make, if you making, let's say, if you bought USDT in the Kenyan market and you're making $7, 7 shillings per dollar, how much dollars will you need to transact to make $50? So if in $1 you're making 7 shillings, in $1 you're making 7 shillings. So now you need to make 6,500. So it is 6,500 times 1, you divide by 7. It will be 6,500. You divide by 7, so you will need to transact at least $928 in a day. So for it to transact $928, that is around how much in Kenyan shillings? Divide by 129.3. That is around 120,000 shillings. That you will have. That is the volume that you will have traded in a day minimum for you to earn 6,500 Kenyan shillings. I hope it is much better than M-Pesa agent. If you try and compare, those of you who have operated M-Pesa shops, if you transact volumes of 120,000 shillings, how much is Safaricom M-Pesa likely to pay you? If you transact 100,000, see, it is definitely much lower. So yeah, if you have some idle cash, if you can pool funds as friends and come together, it is a place where you can make money. It's a place where you can make some good money, and especially if you are able to access the South American markets and also sometimes the Turkish market, and then you sell to Kenyans. There is one guy in the group who I know does that. So, but for him, I think he buys from the Turkish market. So if it is something that you're really serious about and you want to venture, I can connect you with him. And if you're serious about it, I can connect you with him and get started. I can see Nicholas has a question. Nicholas, you can proceed and ask the question. Just turn on your mic and ask a question, Nicholas. Or it is the same question you had asked. You can see Thomas is saying that I link him with the guy. Oh, perfect. I hope I'm quite audible now, Nicholas. Faith says she wants to venture into that. So what I'll do is I will speak to the guy. If he is okay, then I will proceed and link you with him. So if there is no further questions, I believe also Cynthia would like to get into that. Then that is okay. What I'll do, I'll speak to him. So Christine as well. So I'll speak to him, and he's a good guy. He's a Somali guy, and Somalis are people who you can trust when you're doing business with them. So someone I would pitch. It's someone I would pitch for. So we'll be able to talk to him, and considering that he also travels to Turkey and also sometimes lives in Turkey, yeah, he will be able to help you with that. So let's talk to him. So if there is no other question, I think we can come to the end of today's class. We can call it a day. I believe it was a good class. I hope there is something you learned, and I hope you also found a new venture that you can venture into and make some money. And you simply make money by facilitating transactions. People buy the USDT from you, they send you the money, you complete all those transactions, and at the end of the day, you are profitable at the comfort of your home. So we can close at that point. So thank you so much for joining. We'll meet next week on Monday, and I believe by end of these classes, it will be quite beneficial to each of you. So thank you so much and have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.